Warning. The subject of this film you are about to watch reveals a crucial secret of your life. You should watch it very attentively, for it concerns a subject that is liable to make fundamental changes in your outlook on the material world. The content of this film is not just a different approach or a philosophical thought. It is a fact, which is also proven by science today.
He was in an episode and he saw me for the first time without sunglasses ever, and he's like, "Dude, this is the first time I've ever seen your eyes." That's pretty cool. But yeah, this is episode 58.
Oh my god.
What up? Who's in the chat?
Fallout Wolf is here.
What's up, Nick? How's it going, Nick? Nick really wants to come out. He wants to come to Vegas for a podcast episode, Johnny. And then we have Elijah.
Hello.
I'm sure you guys haven't seen him in a while. We don't have him on Wizard too much.
The last time we did the movie, the movie collection.
Oh, the movie collection. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but we have you on all the time for screen time.
Screen time.
Let's see. Today is August 14th, right?
Yep. Oh, Waffle Theater's here. He says, "Sup, Kings."
Sup, Waffenseeder?
How you doing?
I hope it's going good, man. But
How's it
yeah,
going?
it's going pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing all right.
I'm doing okay too. So I witnessed you. Can I talk about? You said you want to talk about drugs a little bit.
Yeah.
I witnessed you take shrooms earlier this week.
Yeah.
It was actually really cool.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me take shrooms with you.
Of course, man. Yeah, of course.
What?
What was I like?
Wait, you guys...
Dude, you were great.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Earlier this week, he came over. We played guitar for like 3
Several
hours?
hours.
Maybe 4 hours.
Show him some of the.
Oh yeah, I'll do we have the something about scars.
Something about scars.
Something about scars was probably the best one we did. And then
That's fire. That sounds like a magical night.
it was fucking great. Yeah, we played guitar, and then we had we had Kate read some of her poems over us playing guitar. I mean, it sounds kind of like artsy and gay, but it was fucking fun. And then Elijah's like, "Is it okay if I take shrooms here?" And we're like, "Yeah." So we took shrooms and made him watch Koyaanisqatsi.
What is that?
Koyaanisqatsi.
Amazing.
The movie. Remember the movie with all the? It's like time lapses and stuff. It's like there's no plot, just time lapses.
Oh.
That sounds familiar.
But dude, you've seen so many scenes. Remember, it's there's that one shot with the plane coming up the runway, and it's like
oh my god, you saw that while on shrooms?
Yeah. Yeah,
That
Elijah
was
watched
so
it.
amazing.
Wow.
It was beautiful.
That must have been like life changing.
Yes, and then Norby started saying like something about the movie because.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I actually wrote it
theory.
down because I wasn't on shrooms, but I was stoned. I had to write it down so I wouldn't forget it. I was watching Koyaanisqatsi with like the Matrix in mind. Not with the Matrix in mind, but like the Matrix just came to me, and I connected both of them together. So here's what I wrote down on my phone. So I wrote, "Society is a computer. Human beings are a battery supplying the computer, like supplying it with power. We create upgrades for the computer. Different cities supply different products like organs do in the body. Streets are like wires transferring energy to components." And the main reason why I came up with this whole like metaphor, analogy, whatever you want to call it, is because in Koyaanisqatsi, they show like in the beginning of the third act, they show pictures of like cities from like a bird's eye view, and then they show pictures of circuit boards. And when you show them side by side like that, like cut together like that, it's pretty obvious that cities look like circuit boards. And so it's kind of weird that naturally, like the way we build computers and the way we build cities just look so much alike. It's just interesting. It's interesting. It really makes you think that. It made me think that the way society's working right now is like a computer, which isn't far from how like scientists and stuff are seeing us.
That's fucking crazy.
It's really cool.
Cities are like the hardware for Earth.
Yeah, cities are like the hardware. It's like eventually we'll get to a point.
It's fucking crazy.
So then, what are we? Just the software?
No, we're like we're like a little bit of everything. But I mostly said that we're like the battery, or we're like the power.
How's that translate to the title, you think?
Koyaanisqatsi. So Koyaanisqatsi,
Life
it
out of
translates to like
balance.
life out of balance, and I forget what language. I think it's Native American or something like that. I'm really not too sure, but it translates to life out of balance, and it shows the first act shows like nature, second act shows like a bunch of man-made stuff, and the third act is just like a mix of stuff. It's still kind of people oriented, but it shows how much human beings dominate the earth, and in segments about human beings, it's just we rule, like we seriously are.
Waffen Cedar says based.
But
Waffen Cedar says that's pretty based.
the mushrooms was base as fuck. It was cool. Elijah, you were high, and I wouldn't want to say I was like worried. I wasn't worried, but it's like, when somebody gets high on a psychedelic, you don't know what's gonna happen.
You watch out for him a little bit.
But throughout, you were just pleased as punch. It was
Chill.
great. Yeah.
Thanks.
It was actually a great time. It was
Um,
cool to see your reaction to Koyaanisqatsi. You're having a good time, man.
I got you. I thought he was going to pull a gun. Maybe he was. Maybe he was. Jesus Christ. You survived. Got you.
Wizard.
I'm gonna get a drink real quick.
Go for it.
What?
Have you taken psychedelics before, Johnny?
Never.
Are you a fan?
I've never tried them, so.
Like, would you want to take them?
I mean, it really depends what I'm taking. You'd probably have to catch me when I'm pretty down bad to do like heavy psychedelics. Like I might consider doing shrooms just like, casually, but you'll never see me doing like fucking LSD or like acid or some shit.
Yeah.
I think acid is easier than shrooms.
Really?
Yeah.
Shrooms, though, you kind of can get stuck.
Yeah, shrooms is like, from what I've heard from other people, shrooms is like People always compare it to like a car, right? And acid is like you're in the driver's seat, and shrooms is like you're in the passenger seat.
Oh shit.
Yeah, once you kind of get in a mood on shrooms, it sticks.
Yeah,
For how long?
for
The
the
trip.
duration. Yeah,
The trip, usually.
the trip.
So I'd imagine you'd probably want to get your dick sucked while on shrooms.
You just want to have a good time. You get your dick sucked by life.
Yeah.
You'd probably want to be having like a pretty baller moment.
Yeah, like the whole time.
I remember I asked someone one time if they'd want to have sex on like psychedelics, and the person I asked, they said no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I get where they're coming from. You know,
Was
you're having like a really like introspective experience, and like shit around you doesn't really matter.
Right.
You know.
Makes sense.
Hoffenzier says the last time I got high on shrooms, I had a being John Malkovich type experience.
Oh, being John Malkovich.
It was
Wow,
weird.
That's interesting.
Did you see like everybody look
Did
like
everybody look like? Yeah.
Isn't John Malkovich the dude who created McAfee?
you? No. It's John McAfee.
Oh fuck. Who the fuck is
McAfee?
John Malkovich?
John Malkovich.
He's an actor.
Oh.
Is Malkovich a dude who created McAfee? John McAfee.
You
let
better
me
give me a
see,
fucking
where's
peach.
Um,
Or a peach circle? Peach
Yo, you want
cylinder?
a peach ring?
Yeah, peach ring.
I can give you one. You want one too, Elijah?
I'm good right now. I'm good.
Yeah, you had a bunch, huh?
That
you go, Dan.
conversation when we started talking too, after we smoked a little
Yeah.
on whatever day it was, that was cool.
That was fun. I had a great day. That was a great day.
That was really fun.
Mm. I'll play something about scars.
Okay.
You want to hear this, Johnny?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't really hear this, huh?
No.
Oh, just come over here and listen to it.
Replay it.
Keep in mind, we're not like
We're not
great-
classically trained.
No, we're not classically
musicians.
trained. We I'll just flat out say it. We suck,
It was fun though.
but we had fun. That's all that matters, I guess. I was pretty impressed by this.
It was cool.
Like,
We'd
there's
come
no
together.
there's no planning either.
No,
For
we were
this.
just jamming.
Yeah, it was just fun. Oh, yeah, you come over to me.
Kid's face. Yeah, good now, okay.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. I like that.
You recorded that, right?
Who's your favorite? Like, who's your most influential guitarist? Do you think on just like the way you play guitar?
On the way I
and, like,
play, fuck.
Because for me, it's probably Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really consider him a great guitarist.
Nah.
He's not bad, but like a lot of his songs revolve around like power chords and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
And
Right now, probably same. Just because I like chords so
Cobain.
much. I've always like, even in guitar class, when they gave us time to just like practice by ourselves, I literally just like doing chords.
yeah,
So that was just me. I just like doing chords.
You
all
can
the
play a
time.
lot of like popular songs too, with just like
Yeah.
really basic chords, and it's not too hard to learn. I think my favorite guitarist is Jimi Hendrix.
He's pretty damn fucking good. People always
He's
like,
all over the place, man.
He
It's
fucking-
crazy.
he played guitar like with his fucking mouth.
Oh,
This shit's crazy.
he was like a master of the blues, and
Mhm.
then he like created like his own style of how you play the guitar that like people try to replicate, and like people can do a decent job, some of them do,
Yeah.
but it's
We can't ever beat him.
incredibly unique.
I mean, you can't beat him.
Waffen says, for him, it's Matt Pike.
Matt Pike, I haven't heard of him.
Matt Pike?
What band?
I'm not sure. He also said that was really good. He said you guys are based and noise pilled. And then he said, and noise pilled. And then he said when he was on shrooms, he says his tunnel vision was pretty wild. It felt like he was in a movie theater and the screen was his POV. And then apparently Matt Pike is a fucking guitarist from Sleep.
Sleep?
Interesting. I haven't heard of that. I'm gonna have to look
They're
into
called
that.
Sleep?
I'm gonna have to look
Yep.
into them. I've never heard of them.
No.
Never heard of a band called
SLEEP.
Sleep.
What's the name of that band that does that song Sleep?
Oh, the one like I cannot sleep.
Yeah.
I cannot sleep. I don't know what it's called. It's like Nia or some shit like that.
Okay.
I think it starts with like an N. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I cannot sleep.
He says, yeah, he's in another band called High on Fire, too.
High on fire.
The genre is stoner doom metal.
Stoner
Oh.
doom metal. I don't think I've ever.
I've
don't
I've
know
never
this
heard of such a genre, but that
Me
sounds
neither.
pretty cool.
My name's Aron Ralston. My parents are down on Larry Ralston of Englewood, Colorado. Whoever finds this, please make an attempt to get it to them. Be sure of it. I would appreciate it.
What's up? Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. Are you freaking kidding me? I love weed, dude. Yeah, man. Hey, my favorite time to smoke? Thanksgiving, dude. Hey, man. Just go in your shower, dude. Take a little private bowl, dude. Go downstairs, dude. Grubbing on turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, dude. That's what, to me, what weed is all about, dude. And now I'm done with finals, man. Are you kidding me, dude? It's like, hey, man, I'll be smoking all day, every day, all night, dude. Freaking love the greenery, dude. I'm getting a new bubbler. You want to hit it? What's up, dude? Are you gonna hit it?
Wizard.
Oh man, I remember we showed you the Mr. Bungle song music video. Your reaction to it was so funny.
What happened in that? Oh yeah, yeah. There's like the part with like the Native American people.
Yeah, and they're just like
That was
fucking
crazy. Is that guy still around?
That dude's name is Mike Patton.
Okay.
The dude who made the. I mean, the band is not really around. Actually, I think they are. They got back together just recently, but they're touring like they're touring right now. Actually, I think they're touring like they're going to a few concerts. I think this fall, but they made an album recently that's more like just heavy metal.
Okay.
instead of like their old stuff. I really like their old stuff more.
What song did we listen to?
It's called Goodbye Sober Days. It's from
Okay.
like their third. I think it's their third album.
Do you
It's-
read their lyrics?
It makes it a lot better if you do read their lyrics.
Okay.
It makes it a lot more
Who's
fun.
Mr. Bungle?
Mr. Bungle is like it's like fusion, like
Really experimental.
yeah, real experimental as fuck.
Is
It's
he
like
good?
mix of like heavy metal and like
Is Mr. Bungle good or is Mr. Bungle great?
Mr. Bungle is great, but Mr. Bungle's not for everybody.
For sure.
You couldn't play it on the radio.
No.
You couldn't play it on normal radio.
People would be so
wouldn't
weirded out
like
by it.
They'd be like, "What the fuck's
Oh,
this
Johnny's
shit?"
on the phone. Put it on Master Shot, Johnny. Johnny said that live. Whenever you're talking, Johnny, switch it to the Master.
Okay.
It makes it more fun to edit. Yeah, Mr. Bungle is fucking. I like Mr. Bungle a lot. It is abrasive though. The
Yes.
first few times I listened to it, it was hard. But like, when I started getting into it, it took maybe like just a few listens.
What are their songs about?
They have one called Mr. Stubbs, which they made because their dog died, and so it's just about their dead dog.
Okay.
But you wouldn't know because you just wouldn't.
You
know
can't
from
hear the lyrics.
Not really.
No.
They have one called "Squeeze Me Macaroni," which is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I think the demos sound a little bit better than the
demos?
because
Oh, wow.
the demos sound so like gritty and they're a little bit faster too.
Yeah, apparently there's a Mr. Squeeze Me Macaroni and My Ass is on Fire.
Oh, does Bob Sincere listen to Mr. Bungle?
Yeah, he
Oh,
says
shit.
Mr. Bungle is great. He also says Black Sabbath is like proto stoner doom,
I can
very
see
influential to the genre.
Black Sabbath.
Pretty
Black
much.
Sabbath's cool as fuck.
Mhm.
Songs like "Fairies Wear Boots."
Fairies wear boots.
Ozzy Osbourne was like really high one night and he was in the park and he thought he saw a fairy. And
That's cool.
have you heard The Wizard?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you should check that out.
Mhm.
There's like a cool harmonica in that one too.
Make it the theme song for the podcast.
NIB, Nativity in Black. You'll like that one. They talk about like
Oh yeah, you weren't you playing that one?
a
on the
little
guitar?
bit.
Yeah.
They talk about like Satan in there.
Cool.
It
I'll probably like
almost feels like like a romance song with Satan.
Fuck yeah.
Then they have a song called Sweet Leaf. Iron Man,
Sweet Leaf.
Sweet Leaf, yeah. Snowblind. Black Sabbath's cool. I never really got into Ozzy Osbourne.
Me neither. I didn't get into him too much, but he definitely seemed like a crazy fucking person.
Yeah.
Dude.
He
He bit a bat's head off or some shit.
Did he eat it?
I think he just bit it off. I don't think he ate it.
He could have got like fucking something from
He
that.
could have gotten coronavirus.
Yeah. Ozzy was patient zero.
Yeah, way back in the 80s.
Oh, is this a?
Yeah,
These lighters
it's
are
a.
cool.
It needs some more fluid though. I think,
Waffenseer says Ozzy was his first concert.
Cool. What?
No
Really?
way. No way.
They're still performing. I don't know much about him, so I don't know if he's still performing or what.
He's like dying, I think.
What is he dying of?
Being Ozzy.
Yeah, just being the dude.
The guitarist for Black Sabbath, Tony Iommi, he when he was a kid, he was like working in a factory. Something happened, and he plays guitar like right-handed, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And he has like stubs on his fingers. Some of his fingers are cut off.
Yikes.
It's pretty cool.
Ouchie. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix was also like, wasn't he like a right-handed guitar player?
Yeah, yeah. When I was a kid, I heard people say he played guitar upside down.
Yeah.
And I've seen I've watched live like Jimi Hendrix stuff. And usually it's not upside down, but I feel like there's sometimes I've seen it upside down. And if he was playing it upside down, that's
He's a god.
That's-
I mean, he's
yeah.
a guitar god.
yeah.
He deserves to be in like the 27
I
Club 27, whatever the fuck it's called.
he's like the king of the 27 club.
Yeah. He's like the first one, I think, right? Janis Joplin.
Him and Janis Joplin
Were, like-
died like 2 weeks apart.
All right, so I don't know who was first. I feel like it was Jimi Hendrix,
And then there was Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison. All
no,
J's.
no. It was a guy from the Rolling Stones. I think his name was Brian Jones. He was like one of the guitarists for the Rolling Stones. He got kicked out of the band, and then he like drowned in like the late
Oh,
60s.
shit.
It was like a mysterious type of death
Yeah.
type of thing. And then Jim Morrison.
Did you ever listen to the Doors?
Yeah, I love the Doors.
Cool.
I
Me
love the
too.
Doors.
Yeah, I love the Doors too.
I got into them when I was in like middle school.
Me too. Yeah.
We were driving around the other night, like singing "Break On Through."
On through
to the other
side.
What's your favorite Doors song?
I like 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
Yeah, that
5
one's
to
that
1.
Yeah,
1 and 5.
yeah, that one.
They don't play that one a lot.
No, they
don't play that on the
No,
radio.
they never put that one on the radio. That one's kind of weird.
Yeah, the Doors do have a lot of weird music. Too.
Most of it is weird.
Have you heard the Crystal Ship?
Yeah, yeah.
I like
that one's
that
supposed to be-
one.
Isn't that one supposed to be about drugs? I think most of them are about drugs.
It kind of sounds like it. Everything off the first album's really good. I really like the end.
Have you heard the end is good.
Oh.
They had that in fucking
Indian Summer.
The Indian
I
song.
don't think I know that one.
Indian
Lobster
Summer's a good
beats
one.
us and like everything. He's like,
Have you heard
sad
Peace Frog
Indian
Waffen
song.
Cedar? That one's supposed to be like about Jim Morrison's childhood.
Is it really?
Yeah,
The Indian song. That's probably about.
I've heard of that one. Is that on Morrison Hotel?
That's probably about because when he was a little kid, he was in a car and apparently he passed by like a car accident with a bunch of Indians. That's probably what. That's my guess.
I've
He was
heard-
obsessed with Indians.
I've heard some shit like he would have like a hallucination of Indians.
Yeah.
Of like an Indian or something.
Yeah. He was obsessed with them.
Why'd they call him the Lizard King?
I think it just caught on. Like somebody started calling it to him. I think he kind of like he was. I forget.
That's
but-
kind of sus, though.
why.
The Lizard King.
I mean, the dude died at 27, so he wasn't really. He didn't even like want to be a musician, really.
He was a film major.
Yeah, he was a film major. Yeah, that's right. He was a film major. He just wrote poems a lot and read a lot.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. He got caught up in a band.
I think he met Robbie Krieger at UCLA, and then they started to make music. I don't think he could play any instruments.
Did you see the Doors movie?
I never finished it, but I saw. Yeah, they talk about it.
I
a
have
little bit.
it if you want to borrow it.
I have it too.
Okay, cool.
I got it from
Never mind.
Zia.
Did you really?
A long time ago. Yeah,
I got it from like Target on Blu-ray for like
Target.
pretty cheap.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like back in the day.
That'd be something good to watch. Like have like a Doors discussion or something.
Doors is fun to talk about. Just because Jim Morrison's so.
When the music's over, that song's like the end, but I like when the music's over better than the end.
Yeah.
The end's a little like edgy. I know it's the 60s and like that wasn't like as much of a thing. Or like Father, I Want to Kill You.
Yeah.
But I like the music's when the music's over a little bit.
Have you heard
better.
what's it called, Whiskey Bar? I think that's what
Yeah,
it's called.
Alabama song.
Yeah, Alabama song. Yeah,
It's on the first one.
that one's fun. Actually, I do like that one.
They made a lot.
Soul Kitchen.
Soul Kitchen.
It's good.
That's the
It's a good one.
second song on the first album.
And then he wrote a song about being the Lizard King. And then
Did he
apparently
really?
their keyboard player is super good too.
Robbie Krieger, yeah, he kicks ass.
I don't know shit about the Doors. I've never even heard of them.
Touch Me. Jim Morrison really hated Touch Me. That was like a thing.
Come on, now touch me, baby.
Oh, Light My Fire.
That one's classic. It's
Like,
classic. Yeah.
it's like it's really cool when they play that song on the radio too, because it's basically just like a keyboard and guitar solo.
Pretty much the whole time, right?
You know,
Yeah.
it starts off with a little bit of singing, but there might be just like a minute or two of it, and then
This is cool. I don't think I've ever had a music discussion on Wizard before. This is cool as fuck.
I know.
Apparently,
I know.
Waffen Cedar was really obsessed with them. Same with you guys in middle school.
Yeah, middle school is when I got into
Yeah,
Doors.
I had the guy who showed me Nirvana really liked the Doors, so I started
Yeah.
listening to the Doors, and L.A. Woman.
LA Woman's pretty good.
L.A. Woman's really mellow.
Yeah.
L.A. Woman's pretty mellow.
What
They're
else?
very bluesy on that album.
What was that album? It was really bluesy, like the whole thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Really mellow.
Yeah.
Mellow type of shit. It's really. They actually made some music after Jim Morrison died.
Did they really?
It wasn't like really critically, even like commercially successful, I think. But LA Woman was definitely like a change in their style a little bit.
Oh, 100%,
I wouldn't even
yeah.
say it was like psychedelic rock anymore.
No.
It didn't sound like other stuff that was considered psychedelic rock from that time. Have you heard about like the way he died?
It was like he went to France
Yeah, he's
and
in
he
Paris.
did a bunch of heroin and overdose apparently.
So like You've heard the thing that it's like there's like a conspiracy theory
I'm sure
about
there's
it.
always conspiracy theories.
People they didn't do an autopsy on him,
they
so
didn't.
people think he faked his death. It's like a little.
He might. That's.
It's weird because it's not.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's not like a Kurt Cobain type of thing where, in a way, you can kind of see where people are coming from with the conspiracy from it, where it's like he didn't really like his fame, type of stuff, and
yeah.
You've heard people say like. People think Kurt Cobain faked his death.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Jim Morrison, I'm not as sure about though.
They have like I forget who it was. I don't think my dad went to France, but they had a tombstone for him and everything, like a little statue.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a bunch of graffiti on it. Like a bunch of people were like rest in peace and shit like that.
Yeah, Jim Morrison was really fucking
cool.
He died right around Christmas, I think.
Did he really?
Yeah, it was in December sometime.
And didn't his girlfriend I think died like pretty soon after?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I don't know who else was in the 27 Club after Jim Morrison. Before Cobain.
Before Kurt Cobain? I don't know.
Because 1971.
For me, it's like
there's a Watch Mojo.
There's like the 27 Club is like what, like late 60s, early 70s, or when did that Rolling Stones guy die?
Late 60s. He was like
late
the one
60s.
that started it.
Yeah, so late 60s, early 70s, and then next I know is like Kurt Cobain, and then that's
the one who started it was Robert Johnson. Have you heard of his story? He was like this really great like Delta blues guitarist, and his like claim to fame was he told people he made like a deal with the devil at the crossroads where he sold his soul to become like a guitar god, and then people don't know how he died, but he was 27 too, but this was like in the 30s. And have you heard the song Crossroads by Cream?
Going down to the crossroads.
And that's
what that song's about?
That's a Robert Johnson song.
Oh,
Cream is covering
shit.
Robert Johnson.
Wow.
Yep. It's really cool. The recordings of Robert Johnson are kind of shit just because of like the time period.
Yeah. Dude, they should have made Vox Lux like a 27 Club.
So
thing.
wait, what do you? So
that
he
would
sold.
Cool. That would be cool.
I kind of thought I felt like at the end of Vox Lux something like that might happen.
Yeah.
How
That's
good was he with?
That would have been a better climax.
How
then,
good
like,
with
there's
the
the whole
guitar
double
was
shit.
he?
Yeah. What's that?
How good? Like you say he sold his soul for the guitar god shit. How good was he?
Okay, so he's not. I think like by today's standards, people would see him and like they'd be like, okay, he's not like Jimi Hendrix, not like Eddie Van Halen or some shit like that.
But for
that time when like blues was like the predominant form of music for like those type of people, people like worshipped him.
Yep.
I'd like to see. So there's actually a movie called Crossroads, but it's like it doesn't look like it's not like a Robert Johnson biopic.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see like a Robert Johnson movie where they kind of like play with the whole like he sold his soul to the devil at the crossroads.
That'd be cool.
But kind of do it like not in like a biopic way.
Yeah.
Like kind of almost like a Quentin Tarantino, like
just like a story, like a
little mystical though.
Yeah.
Add a little bit of like supernatural shit.
That's
to it.
like the biopic shit is so annoying to me.
The what?
Biopic stuff.
Yeah.
I really don't like any of those movies.
They're boring.
Like Rocket Man and Bohemian Rhapsody. Just like I still like.
I didn't see either one. So
I still rant
tell me
about how Bohemian Rhapsody won like best editing for like for that year of movies, because like there's literally video essays on like how the editing in Bohemian Rhapsody is complete dog shit.
There's that scene where they're at like the table.
Yeah, that scene alone is like
it's just randomly.
There's
cutting.
a part for like the climax. You don't care about spoilers.
No
spoilers for Bohemian Rhapsody if you care about that garbage. For the climax, it shows them at like.
Oh my god, I can't watch this. Tell me if he dies. Don't tell me if he dies.
Yeah, oh shit, he's like, fuck. He was like, I immediately regret this decision.
He's not gonna make it.
Oh my god, he's going over those rocks.
The man should be arrested immediately.
Oh shit, he's making it! He's gonna make it! He's gonna make it! He's gonna... Yeah!
I can see him in the...
Whoa, please don't start that trend. That was the ballsiest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, please. What type of papers, man? What type of papers? Classic style smoking, dude. Classic Oh, hey, dude. What's up? Oh, man. Oh, dude. Yeah, man. Hey, that's what. I think this is cash, dude. Hey, let me go pack you one, dude. Yeah, let me pack you one. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Thanks, man. I'll be right back. What the fuck?
Wizard.
Did you guys ever talk about that in your editing class?
Not that movie.
No.
No, we talked about.
Have you talked about like shitty editing though?
Not really. We mostly just talked about what to do and like what to avoid.
Okay.
She didn't show us the editing teacher Brett Levner at UNLV. She didn't show us any bad examples. She showed us only like good examples of like what to
were
do.
some good examples?
Like the Chemical Brothers song. When we were doing like our music video part, we had to make a music video. She was all like she showed us the what was the song called? Electro Bank by the Chemical Brothers.
It's the one with Sophia Coppola.
That's right, yeah.
That song's cool. That whole video.
Yeah, I really like that video. That video. That's what got me into the Chemical Brothers. When she showed us that, I was like, I'm listening to this. I'm gonna listen to these guys.
There's like a lot of long takes though for like a music video, right?
Yeah, it was good. It was like they didn't match it with like the cut. They didn't match the cuts when they did cut, but they mostly matched like her choreography. And the shit with the like that's so cool. Like the shit with like the fucking
the twirling
thing, the ribbon. The ribbon, they would match that to like I don't even know, what would you call that genre of music?
It's like what's that shit they do in high school? Color guard?
Color guard? No, I mean like just the genre of music that like the Electro Bank is.
EDM kind of.
EDM. It's like like industrial techno almost. I don't know how to describe it. But it's a cool ass song. And to have that be for like a color guard or like a gymnastic routine. It was a gymnastic routine.
And
it was cool as fuck.
It's cool because like in a way they could have edited it where you don't really see the stunts.
Yeah.
You know? But it almost looks like when you're watching like gymnastics on the Olympics or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's very realistic.
And then she showed us a scene from this movie called Spun. Have you seen that?
Spun.
I think I talked to you about it one time, yeah.
Maybe, I don't remember though.
It's she showed us how to edit for like a anxiety and like tension, and the movie starts out that way. And the shots they choose and the way they edit it is very just like you're on your, you're kind of like on the edge of your seat.
Okay.
You're just anxious. 'Cause it's just about a bunch of like druggies. That whole movie's about junkies and stuff.
That sounds pretty cool.
It's a cool movie. It gets a little funky. It has you know who's in it? Oh god, dude, I fucking hate my brain. What the fuck is his name? Mickey Rourke.
Oh,
he's in that movie.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he's
what
like
year is it?
Recent, recent for Mickey Rourke. It's like early 2000s. So he's already like looking kind of weird.
Surgery.
Yeah, he's already looking weird as fuck.
He looks so cool in Rumblefish.
He looks cool. Yeah,
he does.
I like the way he looks in that movie.
Oh, People Are Strange.
People Are Strange. Cool song. Yeah.
I had when I was a kid, I had like a Halloween party CD, and that song was on there. What's like your personally like some editing that you've like your favorite editing that
I've seen?
Yeah.
The first thing that came to mind, I wouldn't say it's my favorite editing, but editing that really took me back was from Boogie Nights.
Yes.
That movie, like the editing of that
Yes.
movie is like, because that movie was pretty like it did well, right?
Yeah, it
It
was
did well in the
nominated
box
for like
office.
some Academy
Yeah, it
Awards.
was a popular. It was like kind of I don't want to say it was a mainstream movie, but it was like
it made more money than it cost.
yeah. So it was like it did well mainstream, which is
Interesting.
bizarre. It's interesting because the editing style in that is like I talked to you a little about this. The editing techniques they use are like it's like shit that almost it's experimental, but they use it in a way that like comes off as mainstream, like normal like movie stuff. But they pulled it off. It was like it blew my mind that
It's
they use these
awesome.
techniques.
It's so well planned
Yeah.
too. Because they do like a lot of the swipe edits.
Yeah, or even like there's a few shots where it's like a character enters the room. It starts with like a wide, and then it fades to like a closer shot, and then it fades to a closer shot.
Yeah,
it's like jump
yeah.
cuts, but done in like a really weird way. It was like this is
They're doing like
this
jump
movie's
cuts
so
with
weird.
dissolves.
And then even the where the plot goes is just like it's an impressive movie.
Apparently,
as it is.
fucking Waffenseater saw Ozzy Osbourne in 2011. He was old as fuck.
Was it a good performance?
How'd he sing?
Did he care? Did he care that he was performing? I always hear about like
Yeah, did he even give a
washed-up
fuck that he
musicians
was even
performing,
alive?
You know, like as an old person. Like my parents went to go see Bob Dylan, and they said
Oh,
that he
really?
didn't. Like they said, like he didn't really care. Like he was putting like minimal effort. He wasn't really. He didn't give a shit.
I watched a Bob Dylan movie earlier this year. It was a documentary, and at the end, they list like all his fucking concerts since like 1975,
Mhm.
and he was still going strong throughout like the 2000s and 2010s. He had like a lot of fucking shows, and the guy's old.
Mm-hmm.
He's like got to be at least 80, I think.
Something like that.
Um,
The dude got. I don't know a lot about Bob Dylan. I like some of his songs, but he got famous pretty early.
well, he was the whole
through
folk,
like the civil rights movement.
the Greenwich Village thing.
Mhm.
You remember Inside Llewyn Davis?
Yeah, he was like at the end of that movie, right?
Yeah, basically. And because Inside Llewyn Davis takes place like right before it all like booms.
Right. Yeah.
And he was right place, right time. Also like a really gifted like songwriter.
Yeah.
He knew Woody Guthrie. Woody Guthrie,
I don't know who that is.
he's like a famous folk singer.
Okay.
I think he was like kind of like a communist or a socialist or something. He has you've seen it. There's like the sticker that says "This machine destroys fascists." That comes from Woody
it sounds
Guthrie.
familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. So
The folk singers were interesting.
I want to get into more folk music. Inside Llewyn Davis really like I really like that movie, but I haven't listened to too much folk music.
My dad loves folk music, so I don't know. He didn't get like. I'm sure he knows a lot about folk music, but he always showed Johnny and I like shit like Bob Dylan and like who else? What?
Joan Baez.
No, there's just one other. It's like a band of three. They just play guitar.
Peter
Paul and Mary.
Yeah.
A lot of shit like that.
I think did they do Puff the Magic Dragon?
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good, big childhood song for me.
Waffenseater recommends a guy named Stan Rogers for folk music. He's from Nova Scotia.
Oh shit,
Nova
Canada.
Scotia.
Oh,
Nova Scotia.
okay.
Nova Scotia.
I have this. I got this one movie about like a folk festival from the '60s. Be cool to check out sometime.
Yeah, I agree.
It's called Festival.
Festival.
Wizard.
How would you describe high school?
Oh boy. Like my experience, or like what? Like high school, like
I guess like
objectively?
if you could describe your high school experience in like a sentence, not even accurately, just
boy.
like the general feeling.
I was playing baseball in high school, and that took up pretty much. That's like what I thought about for like 4 years, you know. I wish I focused more on school.
What is that?
Cause I could have gotten like much better grades than I did.
Yeah,
I like really bullshitted high school,
me too.
and high school was kind of easy, and
Yeah.
I'm mad because if I would have tried a little bit more, I could have got like, I think like straight A's and stuff.
Yeah,
So, like my first 2 years, I like did no homework.
really? Wow.
I barely did homework. And then my junior year, it's like I need to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So, started to pay a little bit more, or just like try for like schoolwork and stuff.
Yeah.
And then senior year, I was pretty motivated. So
Good.
school wasn't like, I felt like I wanted to do some schoolwork.
Yeah.
My freshman and sophomore year, though, I was probably a little too concentrated on like baseball.
Yeah.
So,
You're pretty good at playing. baseball.
I'm all right at I'm good at softball.
you're
I'm
definitely
better
bet-
at softball
yeah.
than I am in baseball, I think.
You're definitely better than the average person. Easily.
That was really fun, that softball tournament.
It was fun to watch you guys.
I feel like most baseball players like will shit on this, but I think softball's a lot more fun than baseball.
Oh yeah.
I do think it's
Just because it's more lax or what?
a little more lax. I don't know. I had a hard time getting competitive with baseball too.
Oh yeah.
Just like, yeah, I kind of got anxiety in high school, like
Yeah.
for baseball games and shit. Until like I got hit or something, then you feel good. But like,
Yeah.
you make an error, you strike out, and I had to like set my tone really fast
Yep.
if I was gonna have a good game or something. And in softball, it's like I feel really relaxed.
Mm.
The game moves slower, but it also moves faster because the field's smaller. The distance, the bases are
Yeah.
a lot. It's a lot easier to hit like a triple in fucking softball than it is in baseball.
Right.
You know, when you hit a triple in baseball, it's like a rare thing, and in softball, you could hit like 3 in one game if you're a good.
Yeah,
hitter.
everybody was hitting. Whenever somebody hit a ball in softball, from what I noticed, it was usually a pretty good hit.
Yeah, you know, if you find a gap and you can like run a little bit, you at least have a double,
Mm.
and you could probably get like a stand-up triple or something.
Yeah.
So, I honestly didn't really pay attention to people too much in high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wish I did that a little bit more. I like. Yeah.
Did you ever jack off in your school bathroom?
Yeah.
Bro, are you? Alright, moving on.
No. Ask the question, man. What was that like?
No one was in there, so
That's pretty.
if someone walked in there, that
Considerate.
would have been weird. But
Did you finish?
yeah.
Was it a lot?
I was a bit nervous. Yeah, I don't regret it though.
Cool.
Yeah, it was.
Cool.
I can say I did it.
Yeah.
Did you?
No, I didn't. But I remember I heard you mention it one time.
Really?
We were talking about it on episode 50, and you
Oh,
asked like,
yeah.
"Oh, you guys never jacked off in the school bathroom just cause?" And we dropped it there. We were like, "No," and then we moved on.
Ah, damn.
But I just remembered it just now.
Yeah. There was this.
I'm-
We're walking seriously.
he said the Chad public bathroom coomer versus the virgin bedroom coomer.
I don't know if I told you this. There was this one kid at my high school that was very fruity.
All right. This sounds interesting.
So, and there were multiple stories I heard from like several friends, and the first one was this one guy, this guy I knew in high school. He went to go use the restroom, and he just walks in, and there's only 2 kids in the restroom, and one of them is like the fruity kid.
Yeah.
And there's another kid, and you could tell he's like sitting down taking a shit, and just all of a sudden, the fruity kid, like, he's in the stall next to him. He stands up on the toilet and then just looks down and watches the kid.
Yikes.
And the kid didn't notice. And then...
Jesus.
Yeah, another guy said, like, he was taking a shit, and then the fruity kid came in with another fruity kid, and, like, they were doing stuff, and, like, they went to the stall, like, next, if not next to him, like really close to him, and like one of the guys started giving the other a blowjob or something.
Nice.
And he was stuck in there because he was taking a shit.
Yikes.
That would be rough.
That would be rough.
That would be rough.
This is bad country.